Amasan the Law and You episode alijan gaina ahin bezo si kahin limin. The Law and You show hi District Legal Services Authority let Manipur State Legal Services Authority makaina no ya hong kigong ahiin kege hile Rosie Haukip tunia ini ki holim na diu topic cha hi ahile importance of settlements pre-litigation or pending litigation by way of Lok Adalat hiin tunia hichi topic ta kisaya ini ki haulim video je hile Sir N Keertichand Singh District and Session Judge Chairman District Legal Services Authority Churchanpur hiin. First of all, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for having this opportunity, and today I'm glad that I'm with you all. Thank you.
We'll get straight into the question. First, would you please introduce legal awareness and services provided on the subject matter today?
Yes, certainly. Thank you for the question. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is N. Keertichand Singh. I'm a chairman of District Legal Service Authority, and we are under the aegis of the Manipur State Legal Service Authority, Masalsa, that is situated in Lampel Path, which is under again High Court of Manipur. We have the High Court of Manipur. We have the High Court of Manipur Committee, which is headed by our Chief Justice of Manipur, Shri P.V. Sanjay Kumar, and he is the patron in chief, and we have our executive member Justice K.H. Nobin Singh. So basically this is the organization under the Manipur State Legal Service Authority constituted District Service Legal Authority. District Service Legal Authority is in Tuibong, that is our district court. It is headed by District and Session Judgment by me as a chairman, and we have a secretary that is manned by our Chief Judicial Magistrate Shri Zangolin Haukip, and he's also a secretary of the District Legal Service Authority. So this is how the structure of the District Legal Service Authority, which time and again Manipur State Legal Service Authority and DLSA have given a legal literacy, legal awareness to the citizen of the Churchanpur, where there are many cases pending in court, and which we need to be settled without any lawyer, and which can be settled on the free and competent legal services provided by us. And District Legal Service Authority consists, we have the paralegals lawyers also, PLV, we have the legal aid council, extra. Today we have the common parlance that why this litigation has been given a free legal aid, because there is always the Constitution of India has enshrined for the preamble we have is written as social justice. Social justice means it should be given all the equal opportunity for having the legal without any hindrance, that they should not be suffered back, and then if we cannot get by the common people as a legal solution, then there will be the imbalance to the society. So that's why the Legal Service Authority Act 1987 has provided the Masalsa and the even we have a hierarchy kind of thing. From the Supreme Court they have a legal committee, and then we have a High Court legal committee, and the district level we have a District Legal Service Authority committee. So likewise we give a free and competent legal services to the one who is requires for without any charging of any cost or any fees to them. And then when they want a lawyer, for example, if you are there, if you as a Rosie has some problem regarding the agreements or regarding the some, and you don't know how to directly you want to hire a lawyer. So if you don't know how to go through it, even your lawyer may charge an exorbitant amount of money. But there is simple cases there. Or for example, if you want to enter that agreement or just for drafting also, we have the kind of PLV where we have a lawyer. So they said you want a legal aid help just to this of the the drafting of the agreement, or maybe if you have some kind of dispute regarding your policy of LIC or something, life insurance with some private company or government company, and then you don't want to go to the court, but you exactly want to do is that you want to resolve the dispute, but how you don't know how to go with it. If you go to the company also, they are not responding back. Even they have an agent, or they are saying okay, your issues will be resolved, but when you want that kind of settlement in money wise or something, or some kind of issues, you can come to the our district legal service authority office, and we have a front office. Then you can approach to them, just not going that you are filing a case. It is called a litigation case. Before going to the court case, you just convey your message that okay, I have a small kind of dispute, and then this is how I have to resolve it, and then how they have made the solution, that you file an application to us, and then we call them, and then without any going to the court, then we settle the issue right and there, that some amount has been pending with your policy, and then why the policy LIC. Just I'm giving an example of that. If you are taking, you have a kind of, you need a legal help. So this is how we do in District Legal Service Authority.
Okay, thank you so much for the detailed answer, sir. Sir, pa na hinsejo hile ihon buina hoi neiwa neo to ta ineiwa hile court na GCC ngai lo District Legal Services Authority te ini bail heti aman detail da in say win tune. Let's move on to the next question, sir. What is the objective of Lok Adalat, mediation of ADR, alternate dispute resolution, sir?
Thank you, Rosie. This is a good question, and I would like to say this Lok Adalat. Lok Adalat is defined under our Legal Service Authority Act 1987. Lok Adalat means that every month we held as our endeavors from the Manipur State Legal Service Authority and DLSA, that particularly Lok Adalat is held if possible, because every month we are trying to held that program as a every 10th of the month of the so that we can call all the litigants or pending cases, or any person who are having the kind of dispute, and then they don't want to go to court, but they want to settle in the Lok Adalat. So we want to do that Lok Adalat under the constituted by this Legal Service Authority Act. Every month we call upon all the litigants by sending the summons, or by intimating by WhatsApp or anything by email also. And even then also, when the fresh people, for anybody can come to the our Lok Adalat DLSA office regarding that, saying that I want to participate in that Lok Adalat. What are the benefit of the Lok Adalat? That means Lok Adalat means we held every month is as a national Lok Adalat. It held national Lok Adalat everywhere in the cities of the India. For example, if we are doing it on 10th of month, for example on next month of September, then every cities or every place in the other places of other states also, they are doing it the same time. So this is how we have to do it, that parties, that without any lawyers, the parties who are fighting the cases, another one is who has filed the case, another one is who is the defendant, they will come to the court, and then what are the issues that it can be settled or not, whether with these complicated cases or not. Even then also, when we are saying this, that there are some cases that it cannot be settled in the Lok Adalat. Some cases which can be settled in the Lok Adalat, there is some petty cases, like small cases, and some and under some criminal cases also is compoundable. For example, Rosie, if you are cheated by some BSNL company, that they are asking of some rental fees of some 45,000 if you didn't call up, and then the charges are asking, and then you have the right to BSNL is not understanding. So I'm just taking an example, some cases of like mentioning the the some government entity of telecom company. So okay, you come to the that Lok Adalat saying that I don't know this 45,000. I have never called, or then how come this 45,000? And then we will say, we will just try to settle how come you are asking this 45,000 without going to the court. And so okay, this 45,000, okay, there's some rental charges and so you cannot cheat the people, and also maybe that 45,000 can settle in some amount of some 500 rupees of the rental charge, because that call has not been made by you. So this is the importance of the Lok Adalat. And we have also have the mediation. Mediation is not that every 10th of September, is not like that. Mediation is in any 24/7 that you can file an application to. We have a ADR office at Tribong at the CGM court, so we can approach directly for a mediation. Whatever the example that I have given to you, that you call the agent and all that, that you have taken, why you are asking that money, and then even as a layman, as a person, you don't know the law, so you approach to the DLSA, and then DLSA will provide you, okay, this is the thing, mediation, there is no lawyer and all, only the mediator will be there. So this is how the settlement has to be done. So this is part of the consumer and this thing. But in the criminal side, when I'm talking about that, I mentioned you cheating. If it is also come like a cheating part only, then it will come to under the Indian Penal Code. So if the offense has been FIR has been filed, or whatever has been done, or cheating has been done, then it can be compoundable in some. There is something non-compoundable. Non-compoundable is the things that if I murder a person, that is not non-compoundable. Or if I hurt something, grievous hurt is some. If I just put it some grievous hurt to the eyes or something, then this is not compoundable. Compounding, I think it's just you got some scratch and the person has gone to the police station and then you are settled there. That is compoundable. Compoundable. So compoundable matters may be come up before the Lok Adalat or mediation, so that the matter may be settled without any lawyer, or consuming the court cases of 1 year, 2 years with the lawyers fighting the case. Not like that. So compoundable, that means that it can be settled. So in petty cases, these are all the ingredients of the Lok Adalat and mediation. So the matter may be settled before us. Thank you.
Thank you for the clear explanation, sir. Sir, point na hinsaya chue hile. Hichi ehon buina itu ho scammers ti diham. Hiti buina niyo chacha itu ho hi Lok Adalat District Legal Services Authority ibel thewi hin lawyer ngai lowa amho koma panpina inithum thewi he ti chu hi in. Abanin and Chilhao hitin. Let's move on to the next question, sir. Who are the beneficiaries of the Lok Adalat settlement before court cases or pending court cases?
Thank you for the question. This point is that I can say that anybody can come to this for a settlement who is having a grief, or who is having the facing the problem or having the dispute. For example, the section is saying that some kind of weaker section of the society like OBC or ST or SC, the matter may be. But the thing is that it has been written that it may come to the court. That is the intent of the legislature is something that who doesn't have the kind of payment of huge amount of money for the litigations to the lawyers or court fees or something, and then which can be having the court expenses. So is court expenses is very, very expensive. For example, you have to give so much. Even then also it will go, the matter may be going for almost from 1 year, 2 years for taking the evidence for the trial, and then it will come to the conclusion that if there is issues that will be trialable by the court, then it has to go for settlement. But then it is now all settlement take place for 1 year, 2 years, for example in civil cases or criminal cases. So basically you have to bypass everything that if you are coming to this DLSA and our institution for the settlement, then the beneficiary should be that for example, if I just book a car right now, and then the car has not been delivered for almost 3 months to 4 months, and then you are saying why it has not been delivered, and you have paid some upfront amount of some 2-3 lakhs when the actual price is around 10 lakhs. So you have paid it, but then 2-3 lakhs has been used by them, and your car is not delivered by you are ready to pay that 7 lakhs also. So that's how, if you want to fight a case for that, why they are not giving, why they are taking 3 lakhs. So this is the dispute start. started. This issue started. So before going to the court, and then if you come to us, then we can mediate. Then why you are not giving the car for taking the whatever the issues may be, whether the car manufacturer or you are entitled, that whether your model has not been arrived. So whatever the issue is, then we will settle there only. And then if that only, then if they are not giving the car, then it should be refunded. The refund. So this is the how the Lok Adalat or agreement we are trying to pitch in, and then even the mediation also. So this is the thing that it has to be documented. And even we also, like in Ccpur itself, we have kind of settlement of small petty cases also, other than maybe some cattle thief and cattle theft, and maybe some kind of burning of. So we decide with village panchayat also. So even visit village panchayat and we are the head of the village also, they settle it. But maybe on later on few days also someone might also deny that I don't do any settlement before the village. Then they can deny it or back later on. So if they are coming to it that we are writing that same thing also, then it may be documented, or that may be illegal now. Because that is before the legal service authority, it should be written. So all has to be signed because this is how this agreement goes. So that is the thing that is the benefit to the anybody that can approach to us.
Oh, okay then. So sir, are the settlements in Lok Adalat final settlements?
Yes, Rosie. Like I said in the previous question, and I have answered it, that it should be in writing. Then all the settlement has to be in writing. That settlement is final if the compromise or even the settlement has arrived between the parties and signed by before us. Then the settlement is final, and there is no appeal lies. Because if there is settlement, because there is how they have agreed it. For example, we have settled that time that you have to pay 30,000 rupees, and then that 30,000 rupees has to be paid. If that 30,000 has not been paid, the other party who has to receive the money can go to the court as an execution, and then we regard it as that settlement as final, as a decree of the court. Decree of the court, that means in the common layman language, that means the court has given an order to pay that 30,000 rupees, and you have to pay. Otherwise, if you don't pay, then we can go for execution. Execution in the sense that court can come to you and took your belongings, like at the time of execution, that some furniture to get that 30,000 rupees out of it by sale or by auction or something like that. And then that is the procedure later on in the court. So we are basically calling it as a final. That is settlement has done, and then you have to pay. That is a decree of the court, and you have to be agree there. And later on, if that maybe want to challenge an appeal, then that 30,000 rupees, that order itself is a fraud kind of thing. But likewise, if people are settlement has been done, there is no question of that the fraud has been paid made in between that kind of the settlement process. So as per the Legal Service Authority Act also, there is a final and no appeal lies. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. To sir pan in answer pi Lok Adalat settlement ti pen hile ihon buina tabang pi ha loan ho in la wa buina sa zo lo na din muna in va hile hi chai Lok Adalat te ibelwa pi ham amount home de wa I loan la ho chu ki settle the he ti an say hin. So sir, can people like having problems with bank loans, can they approach the Lok Adalat and settle with it?
Yes, certainly it can be done. And when they have approached to us, then bank official will be done, will be present on that time. And then when if for example you are saying that about any amount, so it may be in certain lesser amount. If for example 10 lakhs, then we can settle some 3-4 lakhs like that, and it can be done.
Okay, thank you, sir. So as per your observation, what is the success rate of Lok Adalat in Keertichand?
That we have started almost 2 years in the this thing, but Lok Adalat, and it has been from last 10 years since the inception of the 1997. But when I joined this office from last 2 years back, and then from last year we have conducted 3-4 Lok Adalats, and then almost a mediation, and then recently we got the ADR open, and that premises at CGM, and then we have for the state of Manipur, the 2 cases have come up in ADR for the to resolve the issues. And then and recently on the last month we have conducted National Lok Adalat, and we have a success rate of for the recovery of amount of around 89 lakhs. And then that also in the short notice of the Lok Adalat due to the COVID pandemic, and that people are not turning up, but somehow that the message has been clear to them, and then we are able to settle 4-5 cases also of the pending cases. So this is the rough figure as of now, and I have the another strict figure of it, but then I just telling the success rate is very high in the Ccpur. And then I invite all the people that if any legal issues has to arise, and then even the small matters or even petty cases also, they can approach our front office, and then to do the legal and then you can inquire about when is the next date of the Lok Adalat and how can the mediation can be filed. Then our front office will help you in every possible ways.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, pahin answer ho chinten in hilpi zivin aman tua hin sei na tre hele e ho chan pur sunga dinga Lok Adalat an bol na wa mo experience ha dinga hi success rate to asang thaweti cho a hi in abanin an what is the mode of spreading importance of legal awareness?
Rosie, we are trying to do it this time. This is our episode that today program is also my objective is to give an advertisement regarding legal Lok Adalat, how to go to settlement, and this is the mode that we are trying to capture the citizen of Ccpur. And apart from that, we are trying to do in the local newspaper to publish it for the next upcoming on the 10th of September of National Lok Adalat, and even the mediation also we will send the advertisement pamphlets kind of thing, emails, Facebook. We have an account of Facebook at the DLSA Ccpur, so we might give an advertisement there, and then even the colleges and everything, we will just patch up all the notices for doing the needful, and then the more or less that when anybody comes to our front office for a settlement, the higher the amount of the settlement should be required, because it will be the effective position to settlement.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, ban hiji aman show hiji topic in gi holim uhi iho Keertichand la hiji to this District Legal Services Authority ten iho biham amo front office ikabel theiwa amho koma cases ho settlement ikabol theina diwa hichi ho hi amhon panala na ho an sei hi intin tua bana kan do di hele a chaina zong hi in hicha hi Lok Adalat thu tu ni ki ho na thu ho hi iti le hong uma iti le hichi settlement ho hi bol thiam ti hi sarpan in hilchin pi di hintin. So sir, the next question and the final question is when is the next Lok Adalat and how the citizens are going to approach the settlements of Lok Adalat?
Yes, Rosie. We are trying to make it, we are identifying the cases as of now that what it can be settled from the pending cases. And apart from that pending cases, we are trying to send the summons, most probably maybe on 11th September to present all the parties. We are sending the summons. But however, if we are for the other citizens, then we might publish in the newspaper that we are going to hold this on the 11th of September Lok Adalat, National Lok Adalat, whoever who are aggrieved or who wants to get this settled. So 11th September we have fixed it. And about the other, we targeted all the citizens not only by way of the communication by social network, but maybe we also send by this time by dusty notice. That is not in the sense that we send the pamphlets by our officers to places like institutions of colleges of any hospital or something. That it has to come, and then we can in a big way of that this festival of settlement as a Lok Adalat it happened very soon.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, para hin say to hele akina next Lok Adalat hi 11 September di hung hi intin hi chiang hi mi pi hon ni ki mail chi diwa ka hin tip hi intin So, sir, thank you so much for giving us your valuable time in our show. Our show tu niya dinga iniki holim na otay na hintain. So, sir, with that, we've come to the end of the show, and thank you so much for your time and sharing us your experiences. We have benefited a lot from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Rose.
Tu ni iniki holim na topic to kisaya hiti sarpa na hinsay mabanga frontline amo office bel thina dinga number hiti hi mi pi hon het num bahel iniki save di wakan simha di hintin 600990490 hiin khavei to hin simbeng katin 600990490 hichi ahi buina nei hole amho contact num o ma hele hichi number achuna ne contact thei diu hi intin tuni iniki holim naw hi chan chu hita in avezo si na bonun mangpha